We're breaking down the 2025 event schedule for LIA. This has been a very popular request. There's a lot of changes happening this year. We're doing 2 brand new things. So if you're in the land space, real estate space, watch this video because there's a really cool free thing that we're doing and a very, very special high level thing that we're doing. Down below, there's going to be a Google form to RSVP to either one of these. Now, I need to get a pulse on demand before we commit to this, okay? Because we're trying 2 brand new ideas. Now, first off, we are not running our big, couple 100-person event this year for a couple reasons, okay? We are going to be back to the regular scheduled programming in 2026, but this year we are doing something different, partially because I want to try doing something different. These 2 things are very near and dear to my heart. They've been ideas that I've had for a long time, but also because our dear event planner, Amanda, is currently pregnant, giving her all of our love and blessings. And she will be due in Q4, right when we run our LIA Mastermind. Now, I've made a pact that I will not run our big annual event without Amanda. And if you've been to one of our events, you know how good they are. And she has really all to do with it. So I won't run the event without her. And so we're taking a year off. Also, I'm coming back to America in June for a month, and I, for tax reasons, won't be coming back again this year. There's a lot of reasons as to why, but the way the stars have aligned, I've said, you know what? There's a reason this is happening, and I'm going to listen to the signals, and I'm going to do what I've always wanted to do, okay? So let's jump into it. And make sure you guys stick around for the whole thing, because again, we're breaking down 2 very special things that you guys are going to want to see. So first off, I've always wanted to run a true mastermind. Now, I use the word mastermind loosely, so does everyone else, but this is a true mastermind. 25 investors, curated, hand-selected by me, okay? Not everyone, that's not open to the public, in quotes. You can apply, but you will be hand-selected by me to create the right room. Now, I've always wanted to do this, and I say always, I would say in the last year, I've wanted to do this in Bali, the island where I currently live, the island that has changed my life, the island that I love so dearly. I want to be able to share the magic of this island with other people because frankly, most Americans aren't going to Bali. There's no direct flights. It's a long flight. It's off the beaten path, but I'm telling you, there is no place like Bali. This island is special on every level. It is so rich with culture, so rich with history that it's unlike anything else that exists out there. And that is why when I first visited this island in March of 2024, it was love at first sight. I felt madly in love with this island, madly in love with the locals, madly in love with the culture. There's just nothing like it. On top of that, I think there's no better island that presents as much adventure as this place does. From active volcanoes to world-class snorkeling to world-class surfing to island hopping, it's literally got it all. And so it has been a dream of mine to host a true mastermind. And I think there's no better place to do it than the island that I currently call home. So in Q4, we are running our first ever true mastermind. Now, dates are still tentative. We're shooting for either October or November. And in that sign-up form, you guys are going to be able to elect what month works best, October or November. And we are going to base it around what the majority says for the folks that we hand select. Now, this is capped at 25 high-level land investors. To apply, you will need to submit some KPIs so I can understand where you're at in this business. Now, this is going to be 5 days of adventure, a little dose of adrenaline. This will be friendly for anyone, okay? You don't have to be a super fit freak that loves adrenaline. We're going to keep it friendly to everyone, but we will have a little bit of adrenaline, but very tolerable. We're not going to go and do things that are unbearably crazy, okay? You can leave that to me. But the rest of the stuff, in terms of what we'll be doing outside of the masterminding, will be friendly for all and a lot of deep masterminding, both ad hoc, just time spent together. You guys will be able to essentially live life with me for 5 days, but also very deliberate, carved out time in an event space, in a circle, sharing and breaking down what's working, what's not working, and really being able to open up on the deepest level. What I find is that people really need support in this business because, like any business, this is difficult. And so to be able to let the guard down and be totally raw, authentic, honest, hold nothing back is beautiful. And I saw a glimpse of this at our 2024 Las Vegas event. We did these breakout rooms for the VIPs. And I saw the magic that happened there, getting 10 people in a circle and everyone being able to share and then get the feedback from everyone else and going or like round robin in the mini mastermind in the circle was one of the coolest things I've ever seen at any event. And the feedback was, dude, I just need that. Like I want to do that for a couple of days straight. And it was so impactful for people. There's just no way you can get that level of curated feedback anywhere else. And I find when it's tight knit like that, people open up on a much deeper level. When you're on a Zoom call with 60 other people, people aren't as vulnerable and it makes sense. And so this is going to be a place to let your guard down, like everything on the table. We're going to put it all out. What's working right now? What's not working? What are we doing with the money that we're making in our business? Where's the puck going in the business? All of it. Now, what's really cool is I didn't want to do some event where you have to like pay for a ticket and pay for accommodations. No. Where you are booking out a 5-star resort, my favorite resort I've stayed at probably anywhere in the world, but in particular in Bali, all expenses included. We're all staying at the same resort. We'll be neighbors of each other. This includes the full cost of the resort, 3 meals a day covered in the price of your ticket. This resort has 2 organic farm to table restaurants, so you can choose where you want to eat each day, 3 meals a day included in the price of the ticket. And all tours. Okay. So let's go take a look. These are all photos of Bali. So this is not like random stock imagery. This is out in Nusa Penida. We'll be doing a day trip to Nusa Penida. It's a beautiful little sister island that sits right off the coast of Bali on the east side. Amazing snorkeling. Some of the best views in all of Bali. So pretty. Just look at the color of that water. Doing some waterfall tours. Of course, we'll go explore some waterfalls. There's incredible waterfalls here in Bali. Some swimming in here, a little bit of hiking, nothing again too extreme, but just some beautiful, beautiful views, very Instagrammable. Everything in Bali is very Instagrammable. Hike and sunrise view of Mount Batur. This is the second biggest volcano in Bali, the biggest being Mount Agung, which I hiked recently. That's a very hardcore 12-hour hike, not for the faint of heart. This is very, very casual. This is not an extreme hike. And we will be starting very early in the morning to go watch sunrise up here as a group. Again, all of this is included, all transportation, all of it included. All you got to do is get a ticket out to the event and, buy your plane ticket. And that's it. Now, if you want to get any, gifts or extracurriculars, of course, that's up to you. But literally everything that you need is included in the ticket. I wanted to make it very simple for people. And I wanted to make sure that we're all staying together. We're eating every meal together. We're going to taking walks together. We're working out together. We're doing yoga classes together. We're going to the sauna together. We're doing ice baths together. We are literally living together for 5 days. And you will get all of me. No distractions, not like all of me, all in, hands-on attention. We're going to be doing some snorkeling. Again, very casual, nothing extreme. Doing some beautiful snorkeling. We are going to do some surfing. It won't look like this. This is here in Uluwatu. One of the best left breaks in the world is in Uluwatu. We won't be surfing that. It'll be very casual, small waves on a longboard. We'll have guides and instructors. Everyone will have like very hands-on support. There's actually a surf spot right out front at the resort, but there's actually a more casual, gentle reef break that we'll take a boat to, and we'll go and just do some very casual surfing, small waves, but really, really fun. Beautiful, warm water. We'll be doing some ATVs as well. Again, this is for anyone. You don't have to be an adrenaline junkie or an ATV pro, but there's some very fun ATV tours. We'll drive through rivers and see waterfalls, and it's just a blast. It's very, very fun. Again, anyone can do it. Okay. Anyone can do this. This is not, you could be 65 years old. You could be 21 years old. It does not matter. This is, all these activities are open to everyone. Now, here's the resort. It's called Commune with a K. It's a very special, beautiful resort on the east side of Bali, right near Sumner. Very easy access from the airport. It's about a 45-minute drive from the airport. We'll set up shuttles for everyone from the airport. So everyone will get transported from the airport to the resort, check in, relax. It's a huge resort, so pretty. Again, multiple restaurants. You can come and eat breakfast here in the morning right by the water, take walks on the beach. There's multiple pools. Here's kind of the top-down view. It's just such a beautiful resort. And it goes all the way back here. You can't see it in the photo. Here's one of like the cool little breakfast spots. Come eat breakfast, drink coffee here by the water. I mean, it's magnificent. You'll fall in love with this place. It's just magic and magic and magic and magic. Now, it's a very health conscious resort. So farm to table, organic food, organic everything. They've got multiple gyms, yoga facilities, all of the recovery stuff that you might like ice baths and saunas and steam rooms. Now, full disclosure, this event is not for everyone, okay? It's very important that at these true masterminds, again, the word gets thrown around a lot, but these true masterminds, it's very important that you've got the right people in the right room. Now, I'm not here to, make you feel bad if you don't qualify or anything along those lines, but it's paramount to the success of this that you've got the right people in the right room. So all attendees will be reviewed and hand selected by me, okay? Anyone can apply. It doesn't mean you're going to get a ticket, but absolutely anyone can apply. So we'll have a Google form down below. We are only allowing 25 attendees. Now we have to get over 20 attendees for it to make sense for both the time it takes, but also the economies of scale, because there's a lot of costs for me to run this event. So I want to make sure that we have enough people there to justify it. Okay. Now we're going to have pre-sale tickets, and then there'll be standard tickets. So there will be an incentive for the pre-sale. Standard tickets will be at $7,500. Now, again, that includes absolutely everything, A to Z, at one of the nicest resorts at Bali. Everything's included, all tours, transportation, 3 meals a day, whole 9 yards. And then for the pre-sale, we are going to open them up at $5,000. So a pretty huge savings for the folks that raise their hand and are ready to take action early. Again, we're targeting October or November. Now, this is tentative based off the demand. I've never ran anything like this. I don't know how many folks are going to qualify for this. I don't know what the pulse is on it. This has been a dream of mine to run for a long time, but I don't know what the market wants, right? So we'll see. I can promise though, if we hit the 25 people or the 20 plus people, this will be one of the best events you've ever attended. I do not hold back on any level. If you guys have been to any of our events, you know that to be the case. We go all out. I've lost money on every single event I've ever ran because I do not hold back. And I want to be able to not only provide something that's transformational for your business, but a trip that you will remember for the rest of your life. I'm going to show you how I like to live life. And I think I've been very fortunate to lead a pretty interesting life. And I want to share that with people because I found so much joy in this way of blending business with a fun freaking life, business and adventure, business and really living. I mean, this is why you're building your business. It's to live. It's to do stuff like this with like-minded people and lead a really cool life. That's what it's about for me. I don't know what it's about for you. I don't know if this resonates with people, but I think maybe out there's a minority of people that this ticks their box. This excites them. And I want to be able to provide that because, yeah, it's just so meaningful for me. And I want to find more people that want to live like this, And again, not everyone will be able to afford this, or most importantly, be able to qualify. And I understand that. And because we're not running our big event this year, I've got to tip the karmic scales, if you will. And so we are going to be hosting a free LIA meetup. 100% free. I will lose a lot of money on this. But for me, if I'm hosting a big, expensive mastermind, I need to tip the scales for the folks that are just getting started, for the common folk, for the lay person that's 6 months in, for the person that's just getting started. We are opening up a free meetup in June in Scottsdale, but it's capped at 50 people. Okay. Again, there will be a link down below to apply, and we will pick the 50 people. This will probably be more first come, first serve, but I do want to figure out where you're at in your business. Ideally looking for folks that are actually in the business or have done a deal, like some momentum, ideally. So 50 tickets available and they're free. 2 days in Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay. 1 day meetup and mastermind at the Land Insights office. At the office, there's an event space that we are going to rent out. So we'll do 1 day there. Again, this is a free event, so it's not going to be a billion guest speakers and food and drink and all that stuff. Casual. Nice event space. You guys will be able to see the Land Insights office, hang out with the Land Insights team. It's going to be a really fun time. There's a lot of great investors in Scottsdale, so hopefully we can pull some of them to come out as well. So it should be a really, really cool event with some killers in the audience. And then the second day, one day hangout at the LIA land house, and then probably a group hike in the shooting range. So it should be really, really fun. Don't sue me if you do something stupid with the guns. I don't know. I'm a little nervous to let people shoot guns, but hey, whatever. I'll talk to my lawyer, Seb, and we'll get it figured out. So beautiful Scottsdale. Here's the Land Insights office space. This is not actually our office, but this is the office space. It's in a great location right by the river in Scottsdale, and there's an event space there. Here's the land house. Some of you guys know Rylan bought a beautiful house in Scottsdale. This is actually the house. And I think 6 other LIA members live there. It's a really fun time. So we'll have people over at the house. It's a huge house, big pool, big backyard. Maybe do some grilling, barbecue. Again, this is going to be casual. It's a free event. It's going to be intimate. It's going to be casual, much more of a hangout than like a, let's go and again, have 12 guest speakers that go through presentations. You're definitely going to take away a lot. You're definitely going to learn a lot. You're definitely going to make a lot of great connections. But this is going to be more like a meetup. You know what I mean? 2 days. You can come for one day. You could come for both days. Doesn't really matter. No pressure. So here's the land house. We'll do some beautiful hiking as well on the second day. And then probably go out to, there's a cool shooting range not far from the house that we'll go out to as well. So there is a link down below for both of these to apply. Hopefully we can get enough of a head count for both of these. Once we do, we will kind of press go with selecting the dates. Now for the Scottsdale LIA meetup, we are targeting the second week of June. That is the target for this, but I need to get a head count before we commit. And then for our big Bali Mastermind, it's the same thing. We need to get a head count before we commit as well. And we're targeting either October or November, and we will take the feedback from those at RSVP. Now, I'd love to see you guys at either one of these or both of these. Should be really fun. And then in 2026, we'll be back to our regular scheduled programming with our annual event. It's my plan to continue to run our big annual event. My plan to make it affordable. My plan to continue to make it better and better, get more people there, and hopefully build the kind of gold standard for the land event space. There's not really a go-to known, oh, this is the number one event for land. And I do have aspirations to create that and to make it affordable or to make it inclusive. But this year we are trying something different because this has been a dream of mine for a very long time. And I so badly hope I can share this with you guys. I mean, the island that has changed my life, the island that I love dearly, it is my hope and my dream that I can share this with 25 amazing other investors. So love to see you RSVP, and I'd love to make this happen if we can get enough people to say yes. All right. Cheerio, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. See you guys in the next one. Take care of yourself.